And he sort of nods and opens the door and goes out with you. And that's when you see the streamers, you hear the music, you see the undead, and this one skeleton butler goes, "Hey, wakey, wakey, party time!"
Ellie smacks the fucking tray out of his hand.
Hey!
No,
it's not that kind of party!
Oh my god.
May comes out of a room in the frilliest, ribboniest, poofiest, yellow-pink pastel blue dress.
Yes.
Good. And though she doesn't feel like $1,000,000, she tries to act like $1,000,000.
Yeah.
Aww, mood.
And Beatrice goes, "All hail the birthday girl. Sorry, the birthday princess."
Beatrice.
And May signs, "That's me! I'm 81!
Birthday princess! Lilith gives like a dramatic curtsy because of course she's royalty.
And May also gives a bow and a curtsy. She alters between the two because she can't decide which one she likes better.
Lovely.
I feel like I come running in at this point, like with my hands behind my back being like, "Am I late?"
No. Just on time! What you hiding? Were we doing presents or cake first? Beatrice quickly goes, "Presents. I'm doing presents first."
Shouldn't she get to decide because she's the birthday princess?
Maybe there's a ring.
Is it that the cake isn't ready yet? Or are they...
Need more candles. I'm waiting for Claire to get more candles.
If you need me to cast minor illusion, let me know.
You're that big girl.
I am.
You proud?
Yes.
You should be.
Yes, I'm a big girl. I'm the best girl. And all of the best people are here. And she's dancing around. Some of the skeletons are dancing with her.
I think Paeris is gonna cast Disguise Self and pretend to be like a magician.
Oh my god!
And I picture like one of their moves is like pulling Poppy from out of the cloak, and she's like playing dead, and then she's like, and they're like, "But wait, tap tap," and she's like,
Wow!
she knows how to do that
I
now.
didn't know Paris knew necromancy!
It's just between you and me, kid.
Beep! Okay. Beatrice, I know nothing. I see nothing. I hear nothing.
You saw nothing.
No. Blind as a bat.
Alright. Gwilla, do you want to give your gift first before I put on a bit of a performance? And then before, yeah.
Present time.
Also, I'm gonna narrate a cute little thing with it.
Okay. What?
I pull out the gift, and it's like me and my dad just finished making it, actually.
Ooh!
But to explain what it is, she druid crafted slightly just to aid herself a little bit. And using things from the garden, a wig that looks similar to kind of her own hairstyle, but it like adorns what would be May's favorite flower in this case?
Sunflowers.
Okay. She does the mini version of them. They're like, some of them are kind of, they're going kind of down just one side.
Maybe it's like yellow daisies.
Yes.
Yeah, like little yellow daisies. Just because having sunflowers on your head might be much.
Like two big sunflowers, and the rest is yellow
Blossom.
daisy.
Or the, what is it? Blossom from Pokemon.
Yeah, it's Blossom. Yeah, there's lots of Pokemon like that, but Blossom's the big one.
I love it! Oh my gosh! And she puts it on and she plays around with it.
I'm gonna have Reem was hanging out with me in the garden, and for clarification, Reem is my little vulture worm.
I was gonna say that's the vulture worm, right?
Peepos is actually hanging with my dad for a change because he hasn't seen him in a while. And Reem is going to pop out of the wig and be like,
I love him! Can I keep him?
That's where you went. He's very dear to me, but you can hang out with him for your birthday. Does that sound good?
Okay.
So Lilith is just going to lean over to Atticus because she has an idea. It's a grin in her head, and she whispers, and I'll say this in character out loud just so everyone knows what I'm thinking here. Hey, I know that Lammy is kind of I get the sense it's kind of sensitive for you. Is it?
It's fine. It's okay.
So you're okay if I put on a big song to dance around with Lammy?
Only if I get to take a picture.
I thought out of character. I thought cameras didn't exist in this universe. I thought you clarified that.
The Sapia ones do.
Okay, not like the Starfall ones.
Yeah.
Good to know. All right, so Lilith's gonna pull out the Violin of Painted Souls,
Love it.
and she's gonna use the effect of she's gonna play like a fun song involving Lammy and flowers and all sorts of cutesy things that she thinks kids will like. They'll probably like it. And she's going to use the secondary effect of that magic item, which is that when she pictures something in her mind, it comes to life, like as the illusion.
Yeah.
So she's playing, and everyone's dancing. I'm sure Hypnos like does the equivalent of like grabbing the woman to bring her to the dance, but it's Poppy. And he just like, he's like, dance, and Poppy's like, what am I doing?
Just like the most like awkward head bobble.
And it's just like the big finale musical number where it's like the Lammies are everywhere. They're singing, they're dancing, they're leaping.
Beatrice is hating this. I want you to know that. Beatrice is like so unnerved.
It's just like,
For like a bit of like humor, I feel like Paeris is standing next to Beatrice and is like, wow, outstage me, why don't you?
and this entire time Lilith is like watching May, and she's got a smile, but it's kind of like, I hope she likes this because I don't know what kids like. And yeah,
May
Take it from
loves
there.
it. She eats it up. She's dancing with the Lammy illusions. The skeletons are playing along, and so are the ghosts, and they're also singing and adding like background singing and dancing to it.
I feel like it's freaking beer guest up in here.
yes,
Like,
it's very much beer gas. There's how many lamps coming out of the cups and the dancing with the silverware, the feather
I
dusters.
thought you were gonna say Dancing with the Stars, and I'm like, huh? What?
I mean,
Atticus and Authority are dancing.
together.
Yeah.
Aw.
See, I thought it'd be Atticus and Vic.
Too soon.
Too soon.
It also used to be Vic.
I love that. I love that so much. Did you two want to do your presents? I can save the NPC presents for another time since we're kind of short on time.
You two go.
Oh, well, I think Paeris will just like, probably will have made her, it's like a little bit sentimental to them too, but they've made her like the paper lanterns that they like in the very first session you mentioned them having in Grindelwood before it was burned down, and being like, this is a really important tradition in my family and I wanted you to have one.
Ooh. And when she takes it, you see that sort of avatar state, like star powerness that she has glow in her eyes and her horns. And inside the lantern, a light sparks, but it's like fractures of multiple colors. And it's like a mini star is inside the lantern, like constantly like changing its color and stuff.
And Paeris is like genuinely surprised at this, and they're like, wow, that's amazing. You made my lantern even more fantastic.
Wait, it didn't do that by itself?
No, that is all you, kid.
I'm so cool.
Yes, you are.
May wasn't trying, it just kind of happened.
Maybe even magical, in fact.
Does this mean we're family?
Paeris, like, actually, like, for, like, I feel like they have, like, a series of micro-expressions that cross.
Yeah.
Like, there's, like, a moment of joy and, like, a moment of, like, fear and sadness, and, like, their eyes mist up a little, and they're like, yeah, you can be an honorary Cindervale.
Are you Uncle Paris?
I'd be I will be your uncle. I take it.
Yes! Guys, it's my first uncle! That I know of!
And they're just gonna like go over and kind of like pat her wig, her flower wig, and just like don't think about it too much.
Okay.
And I also have another special gift, and they just like take out a little piece of paper. It just says 1 honorary Cindervale coupon lesson to make a lantern with me.
Awesome.
And you can redeem it anytime.
Right now! Beatrice is like, maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Ellie, do you have a present for Miss May?
Yeah, sure. Ellie's still like not
great.
Yeah, so I think she's gonna be like, May, I'm really sorry. I wanted to do something really, really special, but I wasn't feeling too hot today.
It's okay. I have bad days too.
But I have this, and she's gonna pull a book out of her bag, and it is like kind of a sort of little kiddish kind of book of like astrology, but for or astronomy, I guess. Astronomy.
Right.
But for like her age, and be like, this was mine when I was little.
I love it.
My dad gave it to me on my birthday, and he wrote a little letter in it, and inside it says, I don't know, it probably says like,
Something to Ellie, right?
yeah, but it's probably like,
Like you'll always be my shining star or something.
no, Gilly wasn't like that. It was probably more like,
Use it well.
it was probably more like, if you look up at the sky on XYZ date, that is Ellie's birthday, this star will be directly above your head.
Oh.
And you should think of that as your star, because it's right over our heads when you were born. And then underneath, Ellie's gonna have written, if you look up at the sky on this XYZ date, which is your birthday, this is the star that's in the sky.
And she immediately like runs to the window and is like face planted, like trying to see.
It's not dark out yet.
Oh.
The excitement is there.
Soon. Then she backs away.
Tonight.
Thank you, Aunt Ellie. And she hugs you.
I'm gonna hug her right back. Sorry, it's not really super cool, but keep it safe, okay?
And she says Aunt Ellie very quietly because she knows not to spill the beans to other people.
Right. Well, it's all in sign language anyway, right?
Yes, but most people can.
Yeah, no, I know, but
But it's very like settled.
to you, yes.
Settled sign language.
Lilith notices that everyone gave physical gifts and she's like, oh wait, I think, was I supposed to do that?
You are the gift.
Am I?
Yes.
That performance was definitely a gift.
It was awesome.
Gifts don't have to be physical items to be meaningful.
I suppose you're right.
I got candles. Claire is so proud of herself.
Amazing.
Yay.
Do you want to do other gifts first or?
Nah, that's fine. It's fine. Let's just do cake. Let's just do cake.
There's candles on there.
I'm cutting the NPC presents short because
Yeah, fair enough.
as Claire's like putting the candles on the cake, they're obviously different than the candles you guys brought, and Beatrice is kind of looking at them like, Claire, those aren't birthday cake candles. I know. Where did you find them? In a closet I used to hang out in.
Are they seance candles? They're seance candles.
Closet.
Claire, those are magic candles. I'm sure it's fine. It's fine.
A closet you used to hang out in. What kind of closet was this exactly?
It's okay, don't worry about
We went to, it felt like we went to hell and back for those candles. I feel like we should probably use them. And,
it. Well, yeah, we're using your candles too, but there's not enough candles on the cake. These are extra candles.
Lilith looks at the cake and she's like, how in the world are we going to fit 81 fucking candles on this cake?
It's 8 candles plus 1
Okay.
to be like
81.
81. Beatrice just snaps her fingers and the candles light up. All right, everybody.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear May.
Wow.
Happy birthday to you.
You are so delightful, my love.
So, for the record, for those listening, that was me showing off in character, not me showing off just because I wanted to.
I know this,
But not everyone else.
Lilith would.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. She would.
And May goes to blow out the candles, but she only manages to blow out 1.
Another time.
I need help.
Can I Misty Step across the room?
I think she asked you guys to blow out the candles with her, and Claire goes, remember, don't say your wish out loud, you have to say it in your head. Now, you're all gonna blow out candles. And I want you to text me your wish.
Oh. Ooh. Like, how broad can we be with these wishes? Like, are these...
It's a birthday wish, you're not thinking anything's gonna happen.
Well, no, I mean, like, is it, like, something attainable or something like...
Just whatever, and I'll let you know.
Okay.
What's up?
Oh, I gotta think about this.
Do we have to do it right now, or can we do it later?
I feel like we
Right
have...
now.
Okay.
did
Okay.
it.
Okay, let me think about this.
If you wish for something that somebody else already wished for, I will tell you to write it again. But I'll text it to you so it's not obvious.
Oh my god, did Discord literally just crash on me?
Well, I got your thing, so...
Oh, you got mine now?
Yeah. Alright. I want you all to roll percentile dice.
Okay.
Now, by percentile, you have to Google it. A percentile dice is
It's this...
out of 100.
It's this one first, the one with the tens on it, right?
And then
Oh
the
yeah, you
other
can
one.
do it that way too.
Just roll 1% dice and then the other D10.
Yep.
Yeah.
I gotta choose something really... You know what? I'm gonna go with my own birthday dice
But
set, so I
text
just
me
got
what
it.
you got.
Got it.
Oh, they got get it. A lot of numbers in the same
range?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
kind of funny.
I'm kind of glad because then it would be like, oh, we're all doing okay.
We don't know what it's for. Like, it might just be between this percent and that percent, this happens. Between this percent and that percent. Like, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Text it to me so I don't forget. My God, Zoe.
Oh no. I'm so curious what your wish was. Oh boy.
What did you do?
What was your wish?
Well, no, what was your roll?
Face that Zoe's making that's like especially funny to me.
Just glaring.
Alright, I'm gonna have May make her wish. Okay.
Interesting.
When May blows out her candle, the whole house goes dark. And you are all sent into this sort of limbus space where you're not quite aware of the events of today.
Is this everyone in the room?
Everyone here, everyone who blew the candles.
Okay.
Gwilla, what was your favorite memory from this campaign?
That is a very loaded dice question there, my friend.
I can come back to you if somebody has the answer for themselves.
Oh man.
Or actually, favorite interaction with one of these three.
Oh, with us.
That's even harder for me.
You could do one for each.
That's how it all do.
This is just an appreciation moment. This won't affect anything.
Okay.
It's just, this is share time.
All right.
Just kind of going along next to me.
All right.
With Ellie's character, I think Gwilla's favorite moment with her was when she first was reincarnated, and they had that moment where they hugged and were kind of like establishing that they were tree buddies.
Oh.
I'd say with Paeris, I think it was I don't know, they feel kind of like a collective thing, but Paeris has been there a lot for Gwilla in the sense that like when Gwilla has been having like a really hard breakdown moment, Paeris was able to kind of always be there to almost snap her out of it a lot of the time. So I'd say collectively just the fact that she can snap her out of really tough situations.
I think my favorite example of that was the Great Oak Theater when
I
Gwilla
was
first
thinking
got
of
possessed,
that.
and
Yeah.
Paeris was like, Gwilla, wake up! This isn't you! Like, that was such a character-defining moment,
It was.
For sure.
and really established your guys' relationship, like, hit the ground running.
Yeah, no, that was really cool.
And then I think with Lilith, it was the conversation that we ended up having that really established us feeling more like sisters. Like when we just genuinely discussed saying like, I've never really had a sibling, and then we talked about genuinely considering each other like sisters.
Oh, I almost forgot about that one.
I honestly forgot about that one too.
I didn't.
I'm the note keeper. I'm the lore keeper. I should have remembered that.
You want to go next?
Me? Sure. I'll go the other way. The thing is, it's hard to access because, like, a lot of my favorite memories with Lilith as a character with all of you have been kind of, a lot of them have been dramatic and sad moments, which is, so it's just, it's hard to kind of, but, so I'll try to go with a mix. Paeris, I think, has always been just, like, someone for Lilith to bounce off of, when we both want to be a little chaotic, and,
Getting April to say fuck.
I think that was a fun one. Yeah, that was a good one. I think one of my favorite guns, though, was when Lilith rescued Paeris from their nightmare for the very first time, and they entered Paeris' dream and helped out. And they were both struggling. Remember the rules?
So good.
The rolls were kind of bad on both our ends. We kept struggling, but we made it out.
It was a total mess, but we made it work in our favor.
We did.
For sure.
I think that Lilith's favorite memory with Ellie, obviously, I don't think it's a secret that they've definitely had their differences over this campaign. But I think moments where they finally had like an understanding of each other. And for me, the top moment of that is when they reconciled and discussed, I think both the after, actually it was when, it was a conversation they had, I think in Dragons, I forgot where it was.
Dragon's Heart?
It was the one where Lilith finally realized what it meant to be revolutionary, and that it was about being a peacemaker rather than being violent.
Oh, I think that was in Ivory Pines.
Yeah, that was in Ivory Pines. Not only was it a great moment for Lilith and Ellie to realize they had common ground, but also it completely changed the trajectory of Lilith's character for the better. And I've used some of the lines from that conversation many other ways throughout this campaign. Finally, I think Lilith's favorite memory of Gwilla, I think there's two. One was, I think, when they first established their relationship, which was when Gwilla was borderline suicidal, and Lilith helped to talk her down, and when Gwilla was really depressed. And that was in, I think, Cerulean Falls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It was early on.
Yeah, it was Cerulean Falls. And I think that's when they really started to establish that sisterly relationship. Another fun Gwilla memory, maybe not my favorite, but I also loved, even though I know Gwilla was kind of upset about it, when they had to infiltrate the nightclub in Ivory Pines.
Yeah!
And they pretended to be girlfriends to get all the creeps to stop hitting on them, and everyone else was playing these hilarious NPCs.
That was so much fun. That was a great time.
So those are mine. And then I guess I'll also, I don't want to take too much time. I'll leave it at that.
Cool.
My favorite Gwilla memory
Gwelly!
was teaching her druid craft.
Yes.
One of our first sessions. That was my favorite.
I think that was session 2.
It was.
really early on. My favorite Lilith memory is actually when she spilled the beans
That's also one of my favorites, I have to say. I think that was...
It wasn't necessarily like a good time or a fun time,
But it was so
Ellie, but
interesting.
I liked it.
And the fact that it was me as a player who slipped up, and we
Right.
and I didn't even let the slip the beans, so we just rolled with it, and I think it helped develop their characters a lot,
I agree.
especially during that reconciliation.
And it felt so natural.
Yep.
Yep.
Spilling of the beans.
When Lilith accidentally revealed to the rest of the party that Sidra was Ellie's sister,
Oh.
and Ellie specifically told her not to do that from later on.
Ellie was like, Ellie literally said, "Fucking," and walked away.
Bye!
That was a great moment.
Ellie
Chaotic.
noped right out. And I don't know if this is so much a moment as it is just something that Ellie really likes about Paeris.
Oh.
Paeris is always the one to, like, we all try and offer comfort to each other, I feel like, when we're having a rough time. But I feel like Paeris is really the one that, like, gives you what you need, you know?
Mm-hmm.
At least in Ellie's case anyway, because a lot of times she doesn't really want anybody to tell her it's going to be okay, and she doesn't really want anybody to, you know, like, give her a pep talk. She just wants someone to be like, hey, you know, it kind of sucks, but I'm going to be sitting here, so it's okay. And I feel like Paeris is usually the one to do that, and I appreciate that.
Paris literally did that today.
Yep. And speaking of Paris,
And I appreciate it.
Paris is like a better friend that they give themselves credit
Yeah,
for. They're like,
100%.
Fucking true.
I want to be friends with Paris.
Same here. I want to be friends with all these characters, honestly.
Yeah, for real, for real. I think it's like, for me, it's more less of like a really succinct memory, more of a vibe. But if you guys want to like play off of it, you can. I think like one of my favorite memories one of my earliest memories of the campaign was at one point we had to like go in. I think we were actually heading up to Wisteria Manor, and we had to go and like collect forage for something at one point, and Paris was like trying really hard to like ignore that they were like having nightmares and like or something. They were having some kind of issue or trauma, and Gwilla was like one of the first people who ever like got them to actually talk about it. I think with Ellie, I think like I've always really appreciated like the quieter moments that we have. I think Paris really, and I really felt like a real sense of like accomplishment when like it seemed like Ellie was really starting to open up to them. And I don't really exactly remember like the beats of that, of how that happened, but like
Okay.
it was more like I remember the feeling of it. I was like, yes, I'm getting there.
You did it.
I'm doing it.
You unlocked the Ellie.
I unlocked the Ellie. And like, I think with Lilith, we've always have like similar vibes.
But just in very different ways.
Yeah, and
Different font.
yeah, different font, exactly.
Yep. One of us is bold, one of us is italic.
Yeah, I just like,
I know who's who.
Paris is just Comic Sans.
yes!
One
And
of
like,
them, what you're
Lilith is chiller.
Yeah, Paris is Comic Sans, Lilith is Omnes, which is just a slightly classier version of Comic Sans.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've always like, I liked kind of like our goofs that we've always had, like the bits that we do that we play off of each other's like interests in one way or another with like, I mean Poppy and Hypnos are such a good example of
Yes.
that, and that's always very fun.
The OTP.
Yes, the true OTP in this campaign.
GP.
I love this so much.
I feel like they would just be like Wally and Eve.
You're right. I think Hypnosis Wally. Or maybe, I don't know.
Could be.
Maybe.
Could also not be. Nay, it's just, who knows?
But in this moment, you kind of come down from that high. You see the flashes of you guys like all working together over this span of time, and you just sort of feel warm as you come down and back into your chairs at this table at this birthday party. And May looks different. Her fingers are back to normal. She sort of moves her wig and her hair's come back. This is the best birthday ever! Ah!
I'm crying.
Yeah.
Sit back.
And Claire goes, "Party time!" Yes! Dancing ensues. Archive is like dancing in the corner.
I love that. Oh my god, yes, like I feel that. I relate to that so much.
Yep.
Like, I'll groove, but over here.
Yep.
Atticus is having a great time. He goes, "My lady." You guys are waltzing through.
I was like, I have to throw up again.
Kay goes, "Babe."
Yes. Just like does like a running jump.
Yeah. She catches you and spins you. It's very fun. Wick.
I want Gwilla to ask him.
Roleplay that shit.
Okay, Gwilla's just gonna stand up and be like, first time. And like go over.
Val sees that and he smiles a little bit.
Gwilla's literally like, she puts her hand out and then it just starts to shake really hard and she's like, "You wanna dance?"
I'm a really bad dancer.
Me too. That's why I'm shaking.
Let's do it together.
Okay. Do you want to slow dance first? Maybe ease into it?
Yeah. Archive goes over to Ellie. Would you be offended if I said I didn't want to dance?
I don't really want to dance either.
Do you want to leave?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Want to just read in the library?
Yeah.
And they go read in the library, and it's nice and cozy. He's made you guys hot cocoa.
Yay.
Want y'all who are dancing roll performance checks for
Okay.
me.
Okay.
I hope you step on each other's
I mean, here's the thing. We'll just be really good at this.
Just fail it on
I know.
And I want you guys to know
said
that
performance?
Claire's having an excellent time dancing with one of the skeleton butlers.
Oh, cute! Yay! Is it Garrett?
Garrett, he's living his best life.
Best afterlife.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
14, that's decent.
Damn.
So, can Lilith cheat?
Nope.
Okay, Claire's gonna use involving performance to time everyone.
Nope.
What was that? What did I get? Oh no.
I see that single digit over there.
9.
Whew.
12.
Hold on. Atticus.
Okay. Until he saves me. Uh-oh.
He sees you struggling. And he goes, if I may. And he guides you and gives you dancing lessons. And to the side, over here, there you go. You're getting it.
Yeah.
And he teaches you to dance this very fancy waltz.
Mhm.
And because he got a nat 20, you guys are fucking rocking it.
Damn! He always gets nat 20s.
With dancing and gunslinging.
Yep.
Just like whoever's playing instruments, they just like see this and they're like, it's just like a very romantic
And
It's just
she
like-
just, and she just grins into his eyes and then just like starts telling him in a way that's like not at all appropriate for nobility.
Yup, no.
Just like it looks okay, but like in noble terms, it's just beyond inappropriate for unmarried couples to do.
Yep, it's like what is it? Undressing you with your eyes
Yes.
kind of thing. Yep. This is a children's party!
but there's a spotlight, he dips her at some point, like
A little too far. It turns into a tango.
There's clapping. A rose appears in his mouth.
It's one of the undead just going, say, what?
Will cast minor illusion. There's rose petals falling around them.
This is so anime.
we just give them their space. You just let it happen.
Kay got an 11.
Sweet!
You guys are fumbling, but you're having an excellent time. You look drunk even though you're not.
There's a lot of laughter.
Yes.
There's hair in mouths.
You're not dancing the best, but you're having the best time.
Yes.
Got it.
You know what that makes me think of? You know, like Connie and Steven from Steven Universe?
Yes, that's what I was
When they're
picturing
laughing at the
too.
thing, like going all over the place. And then they turn into Savani, and they're just like, that's what I...
Paeris like somehow trips on her.
Aw.
So Wick had a memory unlock.
Oh.
And just looking at Atticus, and And Lilith dancing goes, do you want to do the up one?
Oh.
And
I don't know what that is.
follow my lead. And we thought Atticus and Lilith were killing it. Wick took the stage.
Nice.
He is slaying it, but he's
does
letting
the-
her lead.
He does the lift from the
and
end of
he's
Dirty
making
Dancing.
it. What was that?
He does the lift from the end of Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
Yes! But it's him being lifted.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
My actual partner has done this with me.
Yes!
We tried it out one time and it worked.
So he's making it look like Gwilla's leading and doing an excellent job. And he's just support, but really he's kind of the one teaching you and holding it together for the most part. But you're catching on. You're catching on quick.
He's a Dom bottom.
Yes.
Yes.
Power bottom. Power bottom.
That's it.
I just like to imagine like the spotlight on Lilith and Atticus, and then like Wick fucking like twirls Gwilla in, and like and there's other spotlights just like competitors.
And then the spotlight fades and Lilith and Atticus is just slowing them, but they're just too like enamored with each other to even notice at this point.
Yes. It is at this point that a mystery guest knocks on the door. The butler opens it and goes, "Oh, hello, little sir. No, you're not too late. Right this way." A young man, tiny young man, in a red little suit, comes in with flowers. It's been yes! And May and him lock eyes. There's an energy, but it's like super wholesome and cute. Yes! Hi!
I ship it.
And Fenn's like, Fen! Do you want to dance? He nods vigorously. Do you know how? He nods vigorously. And they start dancing. And it's sort of strange. It's almost like they've danced before.
Cute.
But they're so whittle.
That's probably not possible.
It's so cute. Or is it?
What?
Excuse me?
They're both like super magical toddlers, so.
Yeah. And in the background, just to end the night, we see Val trying to slip away. He's like, okay, I'm just going to leave now. And whoever wants to make the roll, the perception check.
I will.
I feel like
You know I'm going.
we might be out in the hallway already.
Wow.
No.
10.
Oh, I wanted it to.
Nope.
I wanted it to work.
Was it perception?
Yep. What did you get?
I'm not very happy though.
What did you get?
Not 8.
8?
Yeah, I wanted to know what my dad was up to if it was cute.
I mean, I suspected it was gonna happen. but-
22.
You guys are just so enamored.
22.
22.
Me and Archive were just out in the hallway
Really?
chilling already anyway, so we saw him.
You see someone offer a gloved hand to him, and he just sort of looks skeptical as he takes it and goes, ah!
Paeris just sees
Pulls
this
away.
and is like, is very busy, but is like,
Ellie,
Go, Grandpa.
you see authority.
Gay.
Definitely making Val his bitch in this dance.
I'm sorry, I know that you guys really like Val.
I know you don't like
Val's a fucking pussy bitch. I don't like him.
maybe authority's all over that.
I really hope
Authority's
he is,
like, I can make him better.
Yeah,
I
I can fix it.
It's not I can fix him, it's I can train him.
yeah.
And then an old will be on hand to assist.
So They're dancing in the garden,
Okay, cool. That's fine. They can do that.
and Authority is loving how bad he is at this.
Yeah.
He's like,
And
oh,
Val
oh,
is, he can't tell if he's angry or flustered.
oh. Maybe a little bit of both.
Maybe a bit
That's
of
the best combination.
He's like, don't laugh at me, but it's so easy to laugh at you. And they dance into the night, and that is where we will end our 50th session. Thank you guys so much for playing with me.
Yay!
Next time we go on the choo-choo train.
Let's go!
Thank you all so much for listening and celebrating our 50th session with us. We appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Sorry I called
Bye.
Val.
Choo-choo.